Yo, what's up? Boonzo here. So today we're back with another gaming pickups. So I have more than 25 items to show today. They're all gaming related. They're video games, accessories, and stuff like that. So these pickups are pretty much for the past 3 months. I went to a convention. I went to a couple of retro game stores. They're Facebook Marketplace pickups. So without further ado, we'll start real quick. This is a game that I bought actually at my store. It is a pretty rare game, I feel like, for the Nintendo Switch, and it is Emio and the Smiling Man. The reason why I bought it is because I missed it on release. Honestly, I was a little bit of a brokey on release. I saw it, I just bought it. Looks fun. I'm probably gonna stream it someday. The next pickup is a PS4 game, and it is Crash Insanity Trilogy. I've always wanted to play the Crash games. I never really delved into it. I played the first one a little bit, like a couple of years ago, but I really wanted to stream it, and I actually recently finished the first one, and I'm on the way to finish the second one on stream. Really good games. I will say though, I think the level design's a little bit cheap, in my opinion. But still really fun game. I prefer the first one over the second one for now. So a 3DS game here actually that we picked up is Shin Megami Tensei Strange Journey Deluxe. It is sealed. It is from VGP. VGP is a video game company over here in Canada. They have a physical store, but they have an online store too, and they do lots of reprint. So it's honestly one of the first time I've seen a company do reprints that are based in Canada. Usually they're all US companies. The shipping is crazy. It's not worth it, but now practically no shipping. It arrives here at my house in 2 days. I can get like PS2 games, 3DS games, 360 games, all sealed, all reprinted. Really cool company. Go check it out. I'll put the link of the website in the description below so you can check it out. Really great store, honestly. Another Switch game here, and it is Super Monkey Ball Banana Rumble. I'm a big fan of Super Monkey Ball, to be honest, but the problem with that is I wanted to wait until it releases on other platforms because I was afraid that the game would run badly. But it's still exclusive to the Switch, and it was like $20 at VGP. So honestly, I pulled the trigger. I'm probably gonna buy another copy whenever it comes out and it goes back on sale on PS4 or PS5. Okay, so next up, it is one of my older video that I did. I picked up a full PS2 collection of someone, and there were a 360 game. What I'll do is I'll put the video up here so you can watch it after this video. But it is Transformer Fall of Cybertron. I'm just gonna show one game because there were more than like 30 or 40 games inside. I didn't play it yet. I just know that it's a very, very expensive game for the 360. Looks super fun too. I might delve into it one day, but for now, yeah, we'll go for the next one. It's a pretty common game, honestly, but it is getting rarer. That's why I picked it up, because I never did. And it is Bloodborne for the PS4. It cost me like $15, so it's honestly, it's a PlayStation Hit version. I don't really mind PlayStation Hit's version, to be honest. Like, they're okay for me. I don't really care, honestly. I think the red box with the blue contrast is pretty cool, honestly. So, yeah, good game. Very good game. I just wish they would do a PS5 upgrade, or they would remake it, not remake it, but remaster it so we can play it 60 FPS. I just don't understand that we don't have it 60 FPS yet. I'm gonna say it right now. Honestly, I'm surprised on how much PS4 and PS5 games I'm buying. I've been always a retro guy. I don't know if you can see in my background, but I have a lot of retro games. I'm a big retro collector, but I have that itch for the PS4. I don't know why. Like, I'm pretty happy to revisit the PS4. I never really played it back in the day. I had a PS4 Pro, and I played like maybe 100 hours on it in its entire lifespan. So yeah, we're gonna see a lot of PS4 today. We'll move on to the next one. We have another game from VGP, and it is Persona 3 Portable. This game, you know, played the remake, absolutely loved it. It was an amazing game. I still want the original in a physical form. Okay, so next up, I recently bought it. I bought it like a couple days ago, and it is Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. I'm a big fighting games fan. I do have actually a, thanks to my buddy Juice Bar, I kind of like this pad. I kind of like the stickless pad. I think it's really good for fighting games, honestly. Like, at first I thought it would have been awkward, but no, it's really nice. It's honestly more precise for me, so yeah, I'm pretty happy about it. All right, so another game here, and this was a gift from a friend. Actually, we actually did a trade. Honestly, it was more of a gift than a trade, and he gifted me Pokemon Leaf Green for the GBA, which honestly was amazing of him. I kind of given up on buying like Pokemon games on the GBA because they're so expensive. Like, I want to get a copy of Emerald unless I find a deal, unless I find someone that doesn't really know what they're selling. Even that, I'm gonna tell them like the actual price of the game before buying it, because I don't want to scam people. I don't want to be like, you got a copy of Emerald for $10? I'm gonna buy it right now. So next up, another game from VGP, and it is Unicorn Overlord. Big Atlas fan, as you can see. It's still sealed, so I did not play it yet. I just bought it for the sake of owning as much Atlas game as I can, because I know Atlas games becomes very valuable over time. It's not that I buy them because they're valuable, it's more because if ever I want to play, I don't want to buy an expensive amount in 10 years or in 5 years. I'd rather buy it now on sale at like $30, so then I have it. If ever I want to play it, I just unseal the copy and I play it. All right, so next up is a big one, and I was very lucky to get this one because like it is an expensive game, and it is Final Fantasy VII Remake for the PS5, the integrated one. I bought it sealed. I bought it for like $40. Honestly, I have the PS4 version, so I'm probably gonna play the PS4 version and just get the upgrade. Probably not gonna open this one since it's so expensive, and I can play it another way without dishing out a lot of money. It's like $10, I think, the upgrade. So yeah, I don't mind. All right, so another one, it is in tied with my previous video. It's gonna be right here on top, and it is Castlevania Symphony of the Night for the PS1. I bought it loose, actually, for $40 at a convention. Still trying to repair it, honestly. For a little bit of context, I bought this game. It had problems. I knew it had problems, and I still want a cheap way to play it because I have a copy sealed. So I don't want to open my copy because this game is very expensive sealed. I was about to open it, and then I saw the post in the convention, and I was like, I'll just try it. If I can't repair it, honestly, I'll open my sealed copy. I don't mind. But since I have the options of playing it like very cheap, because even this game loose is like $100, so I'll just try to repair it. It doesn't cost me anything because whenever I go to a retro game store, I usually end up buying something that is not quite expensive, but it's like a $70 or $80 game. So they're like, oh, if it's more than $50, we'll do it for free. All right, so another one, and again, VGP, it was $5. Honestly, it's sealed and it's an Atlas game, and it is Persona 5 Strikers. Honestly, and I'm gonna tell you guys, honestly, play this game. If you're a fan of Hyrule Warriors, if you're a fan of Dynasty Warriors, it is, in my opinion, one of the best one after Hyrule Warriors. If you like action RPG, if you always wanted to play Persona 5 but you don't like the turn-based RPG aspect of it, play this game. It is an amazing game, and it always goes on sale for like crazy cheap on VGP, so go pick it up right now. We're gonna do another VGP game because yeah, I picked up a lot of VGP games over the Black Friday, and it is Persona 3 Fez on the PS2 for $50, and it is sealed. So they reprint a lot of games. They decided to reprint some PS2 games, which honestly, like Persona 3 Fez for $50 sealed, I'm all in. We still have a lot of games to go. I did a video recently about the Game Awards on why Balatro I don't think deserved to be in the Game of the Year category, and I bought it because I was like, man, I want to make sure that this game's good. I haven't played it yet. I know it's addictive. I saw my friends playing it. It looks like a very good game. Next game, again, another PS4 game, but it was very cheap. I went to a video game convention a couple of months ago, and I've always wanted to get a physical copy of this game because I bought them digitally, and they're a really good game. And it is Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 2 for the PS4. It's sealed. I bought it, I think, $15, super cheap. I know it's like a $30, $40 games usually. Super cheap. So I always wanted a physical copy. I'm still looking for the first one, but the first one physical is one of the games that is quite expensive right now. So another one is, again, VGP. They're the kings of reprints. We got Persona 4 Golden for the PS4, sealed again. They're the official Canadian retailer for limited runs, so that's really cool. Picked up a copy because in their first run I couldn't get a copy. Now I have the complete collection. I'm just missing Persona 1 and the duology of 2, which they're impossible to get at a cheap price. So hopefully one day VGP reprints them, but I doubt it. Honestly, they're very expensive games. We'll go with another retro one for now, and it is Silent Hill 2 Restless Dream Edition. It's kind of two games right now that I'm gonna show. It's the remake and this one. So I know it came out in October. Yeah, I bought it at launch, but I still want to show it here. Silent Hill 2 remake, amazing game. So yeah, I played the remake. I was like, oh shoot, this game's good. I want to play the original, and then I went to look on, you know, eBay, Marketplace, and I thought it was only on PS2. I thought it was an exclusive. Prices are ridiculous on the PS2 version. So I looked around, I did my research, and I saw that they had an Xbox version, which is crazy to me because if y'all know, the Xbox version usually runs games better than the PS2. They run games at 60, they have better textures, and this version specifically has the DLC inside. And I was like, okay, it's gonna be like crazy expensive. No, it was like $60, honestly. All right, so next up, again, VGP, they're the kings, and it is Omori. Omori is a game that I wanted to stream for a long time. I just finished streaming Undertale, and I'm kind of looking into like horror type indie games to stream because I quite enjoy them, to be honest, and they have a great community. It's good for growth, it's good for anything. So Omori is one of those games, and I heard a story where they were gonna stop printing physical copy, or there was like a legal problem and it was gonna get out of the stores. I'll put the article here actually because I'm not sure of what I'm talking about right now. So I pulled the trigger. It was on sale for like $30. By the way, I'm just telling you guys, I'm talking about Canadian dollars, not US dollars. So don't freak out in the comments and be like, that's not the real price. No. All right, so next one is Persona 5 for the PS4. It is the vanilla one. The vanilla one is exclusive to the PS4. It was $5. Honestly, like $5 for Persona 5 vanilla. I'm probably never gonna play it. Next one, we're gonna go with a retro one, and it is Star Fox Assault. I am a crazy fan for Star Fox. I love on-rail shooters. I love Space Harrier. I love Sin and Punishment. I love Star Fox. They're one of my favorite like shmups in a way, because they're technically shmups, but like they're my favorite ways of playing shmups. And this game has a lot of controversy, honestly, because people don't like the on-foot mission, but I think they're really clever and they're really fun to play if you get used to the controls. I played recently the multiplayer with one of my friends on my CRT, and it was so fun. He didn't really like it because he didn't grow up with Nintendo. He's another retro video game collector, but he really did not grow up with the Nintendo system. So for him, he's just like, eh. But for me, I had a blast because I used to play it as a kid all the time. All right. So next one is Dark Souls Remastered, sealed on the PS4. I own all of the Souls games. The only one that I'm missing is a physical copy of Elden Ring, because back when it came out, it was still COVID, and I didn't want to go to the shop. It was easier for me to just pull the trigger on the digital copy, which I regret right now, but there is a PS5 version now, so I'm probably gonna buy the PS5 version on the cheap. But Dark Souls Remastered, I had it on the Switch, and I wanted it on a PS4 because that's where I play most of my Souls games. We'll go with a retro one and a retro-ish one. All right, so it is another Atlas game. Y'all know it is SMT Shin Megami Tensei Digital Devil Saga 2. I owned the first one. I was eyeing the second one for a while. It's usually around like a $50-$60 game. I like to get my games cheaper. I like to haggle. Like, that's the thrill for me to hunt video games, is to get it cheaper than what it's worth. Not to scam people, but like just to be like $10 or $15 cheaper. I just like the thrill of being like, oh yeah, I saved some money, like a little bit of girl math, you know? All right, so last game for today is Attack on Titan for the PS4. This game, honestly, like, I know a lot of people at launch criticized this game because it was really repetitive and it was like a little bit not boring, but you get bored after a while. Well, if you can find it on the cheap, like I think I paid like $20 for it. If you can find it on the cheap, go for it. If you can't afford the second one, because the second one is a little bit more expensive game, especially on the Nintendo Switch, it's a fun game. It'll keep you entertained for a couple hours, so that's for sure. All right, so next up, let's move on to the accessories. In a way, it's not accessories, it's more gaming related items. And recently I picked up, like, there was a re-release at GameStop of this amiibo actually, and not a lot of people knew about it. And I never was able to get my hands on this amiibo. I'm a big amiibo fan, and it is Cloud Player 2 for the Nintendo systems, the Nintendo family of systems. Yeah, they decided to reprint it, and nobody bought it. I actually bought two because, you know, gotta open one, gotta keep one sealed. I love my sealed display of amiibo. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And last item here, and I went to Walmart for some reason. Honestly, like, I was pretty surprised on what I found. I found a Metroid Prime. I think it's the Phasma suit for Metroid Prime 1. I don't remember the name exactly, but man, such a cool toy. I'm not usually buying toys, honestly. Like, I don't really care, but it was like $15 and like a Metroid Prime figure. Yo, count me in. I love Metroid Prime 1. It's one of my favorite first-person shooter of all time. And I'm saying first-person shooter. It's more of a Metroidvania in first person, but like still, man, I was so hyped to see this. Yeah, that's it. Big pickups for the past months. I'm gonna do those kind of videos every maybe 3 or 4 months. If you like what you see, if you want to see me stream, if you want to see more of me, my socials will be down below. I would appreciate it if you could subscribe to the channel. If you like the video too at the same time, that'd be amazing. And on that note, guys, I will say thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.